Good morning, Bitcoiners. Welcome to Bitcoin for Me. I'm Morton channel. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, crypto assets, technology, and the future. Bitcoin for Me. I'm Morton is a book available at Amazon. But if you don't want to buy the book, I give it to you for free. How? Down there, comment and retweet this video, press the notification bell, and subscribe and all that, and I will send you the book in ebook format. And here we don't give financial advice, we give education and entertainment. Okay, today we have a green day. Bitcoin is bouncing back again to 38,000 almost. We're at 37.9, and the rest doing similar things, even more. Ethereum is up 5%, and Solana is up almost 7%. Luna almost 5%. Avalanche 4%, and yeah, this seems to be like I said at the beginning of the week. I told you that this week was likely to be volatile, and yeah, I was right. Look at that; it's up and down, up and down, up and down. So the market is right. Really, what's happening is that the market doesn't know what to do. They don't want to sell. People don't want to sell. Investors don't want to sell, but they don't want to buy either. So we're going to be in this limbo for a while until the market decides to buy, basically, because people definitely don't want to sell, and they're not going to sell Bitcoin for sure. This is the bottom. I'm pretty sure this is the bottom. But still the fear is extreme fear. I don't know why. Extreme fear. There you go. You can buy more because it's extreme fear. And this is basically everything. Any opinion that you hear in the news and all that is all down to this: supply and demand. The supply is very, very low at the moment. It's liquid supply at exchanges is 13%, which is very, very low. That means that there is not enough supply, and this is good for the price. But also on the other side of the coin, we have the demand, and the demand is kind of flat. People are still not rushing to buy. People are waiting. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's the Russia thing. There's the interest rates, the Fed, the economy, the global economy. It's a lot of uncertainties, yeah, and people still not ready to invest. But they will eventually. They will, and the price will go up. There's no question about that. But the main thing here to see is that the price is definitely not going to go down, because the people, there's not enough liquid supply. People are storing, people are holding in cold wallets, and they are not prepared to sell. It doesn't matter what. So this is good. Just be patient, and eventually we'll be there. Okay, and this is good news from America. It's a bipartisan bill to eliminate taxes for small Bitcoin transactions. That means that when you buy a coffee in Starbucks in the US, you won't have to pay tax on that Bitcoin, because let's not forget that at the moment, every transaction that you do with Bitcoin, even to buy coffee, even to buy another currency, cryptocurrency, whatever, that's a taxable event. But they want to approve this bill that for a small amount, like less than $200, that won't be a taxable event, because that is a nightmare for the Bitcoin users, and also for the government, also for the tax offices. I mean, imagine just go there with thousands of transactions, that because you bought coffee, because you bought beer, because you went to the supermarket and bought something in Bitcoin. So they want to allow people to use Bitcoin as money, and this is good. Also, the Federal Reserve is not gonna raise the interest rates, because they will kill the economy if they do that. So most analysts are now thinking, well, if they're not gonna raise interest rates, well, then maybe we should be bullish on Bitcoin again. So there you go. Also in Europe, they have said that they are not going to raise interest rate for Bitcoin. They are just going to keep it as it is, near zero, for the next 3 years. So this should be good for the economy. It's not good for inflation. It should be good for the economy. Sorry, I got this news in Spanish because in this channel, I not only tell you about Bitcoin, I wanted you to learn Spanish. You get you get double your money back. So en Europa no habrá ajustes, aunque el dinero alcanza menos cada día. Bitcoin al rescate. Bitcoin to the rescue. Europe won't make any adjustments. Even if money is worth less every day, Bitcoin to the rescue. So there you go. That was your Spanish lesson for the day. You're welcome. Also, that forget about the fact that they're saying that Bitcoin is not good for the planet, that they're producing too much CO2. That's not true. Look at this. One of the biggest miners, Galaxy Digital, is now mining Bitcoin with 80% renewable green energy. There you go. Also, Russia is very bullish about Bitcoin, and the Chamber of Commerce is urging the government to recognize Bitcoin mining as a business. That's great. And also in Russia, the Minister of Finance says that banks should be allowed to sell Bitcoin. Very bullish in Russia. Also, look at this. This is a study from some statistics from internet users that also have bought cryptocurrencies. In the US is about 12.7%. That's a lot. But in Turkey, Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, and Thailand is almost 20%. So Bitcoin is not something for the rich kids in the States. It's not something for the middle classes. It's something for the poor as well. That's why the title of my book in Spanish is Bitcoin for the poor, Bitcoin para pobres, because I'm pretty sure that Bitcoin is going to be a huge revolution for the poor people. It's going to be the biggest asymmetric investment in history of financial history. So this is good. This is good news. And also in Chile, that's another news in Spanish. In Chile, could become the second country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And there's a law that is trying to approve this proposal, and we'll see what happens. It's looking good. Also in El Salvador, Bukele is building an education center, or is launching an education center to boost the adoption of Bitcoin. And also the theme of today, I'm going to tell you about these 4 people here. You know these 4 people, right? You know Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates. These people have been or are the richest people in the world. At some point, I believe right now is Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. But not long ago it was Bezos, and a few years ago it was Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett's been there for years. So these people actually didn't inherit a lot of money. They were middle to low class, middle to working class backgrounds, and they were, especially Elon Musk, for example. Elon Musk emigrated from South Africa to America to study, and then stay there. And for years, he was homeless. He had to sleep in his own office. He went to the gym to have a shower because it was the only way he could have a shower. And he only ate 1 corn sandwich a day because it was the cheapest, and it cost only $1. So there you go. He has gone from that background, that is actually poverty. I'm pretty sure that none of you that are watching this video have been so poor as Elon Musk, and now he's the richest man in the world. But why he's so rich now, and why are these people so rich? They are all billionaires. Why? How they went from 0 to 1 billion? Well, some people think it's because they are very clever and they have started really successful businesses, but that's not the case. If it was only for the business that they have, they would be rich, but they won't be billionaires. They are billionaires because they know a trick that you don't know, and I'm going to tell you what trick that is. The trick is to borrow money. That is the trick. Borrow money at low interest, invest in assets that are going to grow in price and going to increase in price higher than the interest that you're borrowing. At the moment, you can borrow, especially these people can borrow money at less than 1%, or sometimes at even 0%. They invest in houses, they invest in gold, they invest in stocks, they invest in other things, and every investment, and they invest in Bitcoin, of course, and everything that else they invest on have a yield of much higher, but like 10 times, 100 times higher than the cost of borrowing money. And the financial advice, traditional financial advice for us, for the poor people, is get out of debt. Don't borrow money because you're going to be poorer, blah blah blah. This is true, but only if you are borrowing money to buy a car, to go on holidays, to have a party, then you shouldn't borrow money. But if you borrow money to buy a house, you should borrow money, because a house is increasing right now at 20% a year, and you can borrow money for 3% a year. So this is definitely that's 70% yield for you, and it's not even your money. You don't even have to put your own money. The bank is giving you the money to invest, and you are making 17% on that money. So it's a no-brainer. Really, it is. Of course, providing you can pay every month, you can pay back the credit and this and that. But this is how they make money. These people, more than making electric cars or selling parcels to your house, they buy houses like this for free, with no money down. This house probably costs $100 million, and this house is going up 20% a year. If you can borrow money at 1% a year, you're making 20 million profit every single year. That's why there's a borrowing boom. Companies and investors are borrowing more and more money every year, because they know it's good business. It's just good business. Even though of course, when I say very often, I say that Bitcoin is volatile, but I'm never gonna sell. Never sell my Bitcoin. So how can you enjoy your money if you never sell? Well, same as Elon Musk and Bezos are doing. You don't sell your assets. When you have a good asset, you never sell it. You borrow against the asset, use it as collateral, and with that money that you're borrowing, you invest in other assets, and with the rest you use it as liquidity to live your life. This is how you become richer. That's how you become wealthier than you are now. Okay, this is interest rates in the last 5,000 years, and look at that. They have gone down from 20% to 0%. Right now we are at 0% interest rate. So it's never been a better time to borrow money. And also, why interest rates are gonna, the Fed and any other central bank, they are not going to raise interest rates, because all these countries here, including Japan, Italy, Germany, the United States, they already have debt that is more than 100%. They already owe too much money. If you increase interest rate, they will go bankrupt. The economy will collapse, especially in Japan, in the US, in Europe. They cannot afford to raise interest rate. Simple as that. So that's why interest rates are going to keep being down, lower and lower, and this is why this guy is going to keep printing money, more money, and this is going to increase inflation, and inflation is gonna make Bitcoin, houses, and the stock market go higher and higher and higher. If you can borrow money at 1% and buy something that is going at 20 to 200%, that's it, do it. And this is an example, Hugo Stinnes, a German guy from the Weimar Republic in Germany. The Weimar Republic was a republic that was in Germany between the First and the Second World War, and it was a hyperinflation times in Germany. And this guy was quite clever and was able to read the situation. He had some coal mines, and he said, hang on a second, I can borrow money very cheaply here because of inflation. Everything that I buy, houses, industries, whatever, is going to increase in price very much, and then I had to pay very little interest. So he became the richest man. Well, everybody was losing all the savings. Everybody was doing the right thing according to the experts. This guy did the opposite and became the richest man in Germany and probably in the world, because he was borrowing money for free and investing in assets that keep going up and up and up through the roof. So this is not financial advice. Of course, you have to be responsible, but if Elon Musk has been able to go from totally broke to the richest man in the world by doing that, it's something to keep in mind. If you study the asset, if you like real estate, or if you like stock market, or if you believe in Bitcoin, like you should, this is the thing to do. Borrow money at low interest rate, invest in assets that have a much higher interest yield. This is not financial advice, of course, and be careful with your money. Okay, and the last thing I got for today is that Jack Dorsey thinks that a big part of the future is happening in El Salvador. So there you go. El Salvador is the country of the future. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to press the notification bell, retweet this video, tell all your friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.